Hello everybody, I've got some good news for you. The Skyrim Fighters Guild mod for Skyrim SE has been released, it's fully tested, I bug fixed it and it's working. It represents my first bit of real modding in about 5 years. Now I'm going to give you the background to this now. If you're watching me on Twitch earlier, you'd know a few secrets of the mod. If you wasn't, tough! Tell you the truth though, I need a new computer to stream properly. It's not a good experience watching me on my 8-year-old machine. So I really need to raise some money to upgrade the computer so I can show you all these things and show you me doing this modding. You'll be able to see me alive making these mods and see how I do it. You know, and even ask me questions. I could probably load up some like TeamSpeak or something, whatever is around today that does the same job, and you could all join in and ask me questions as I'm doing it. It'd be great, that, don't you think? If you're a budding modder, especially with the next game that Bethesda released, something to look forward to. Anyway, Skyrim SE. See, this is one of my favourite mods because it represents the pinnacle of the work I was doing on guilds. Now you might not realise that from the front end, because the front end is basically a load of quests, you go out, you do them, you come back, they're fairly straightforward. But I was trying to think, how do you make a Fighters Guild interesting? Because it's a boring topic, even the name's boring. That's probably why Bethesda are dropping the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild stuff, because it does sound a bit dull, right? But I think, how do you make it sound interesting? And it took me years and years and years of thinking to do it, but I realised it came to me about 5 years ago when I started making this. You use the Fighters Guild to tell local stories. They literally become all them stories that happen around you that you never hear about. You know, because that's what's missing from games. You get rumours and stuff. Oh yeah, don't go up that thing, there's a monster in the cave. But it doesn't really sound real, does it? Well, in this, right, you've got all kinds of background stories going on as part of the quests. They tell you what's going on. Then you get to do something in relation to it, or you hear something that's a side effect of the quest you've done. It brings to life everything around you. It makes sense of it all, if you understand me. And that's the secret. You have the Skyrim missions or quests tell these local stories. So when you're going to go and kill a bear, you hear the story of what that bear had to do. Like in the Skyrim Fighters Guild, there's a bear called Big Nasty, which apparently broke through a door where 3 guards were hiding in a tower and ate the 3 guards as a starter course. And then he went on to eat 2 trolls and a dragon. Yeah, but it's just background stories like that. You know, or the Hound of the Morphavilles, which is just me being silly. But there was a hound. Its hound appears in one of my other mods. You will see a hound around Morphel. I am not kidding you. This mod brings together all kinds of features from my other mods, which just make it just fit right in. It just brings Skyrim to life, which is why I think it's one of my best mods for Skyrim. It's technically one of my best mods for Skyrim anyhow, but the way it integrates everything and brings it all together just makes it really, really special. And that's why I wanted it back in the game, because of that. Now, I've got another mod called, I ain't going to talk about this particular one for long, but I've got another one called Demon Hunters, which I'll probably rename and then re-release probably as a Vigilance, because it is a Vigilance mod, by the way, but I'll have Vigilant in the name somewhere, so people know exactly what it is, because Demon Hunters doesn't say much, does it? And it doesn't sound very law-friendly either, even though the mod itself is extremely law-friendly. It gives the wrong impression. So that one will get worked on. It's got a few bugs to fix in it, but that one will get worked on and re-released as well. But anyway, the Skyrim one, yeah, there's 10 missions already laid out from 5 years ago waiting to be filled for the Riften branch. Now you've got the Solitude branch, Markarth branch, which you've got to open after you've done that, the Forlorn quests or Forsworn quests. And then you get to be Master of the Riften branch. Now at that point, I wanted to add some stuff. I wanted to add some repeatable quests, a repeatable quest generator like I have in the Demon Hunter mod. So you can keep on doing missions indefinitely and keep on getting random rewards indefinitely. Now the Vigilant mod has a unique set of rewards specific to the Vigilance. And that means that when you're actually doing it, you're not just getting standard items. There are some unique items thrown in there that you can't get anywhere else that are unique to the Vigilance. Well, I'm going to do that with the Fighters Guild. So you'll keep on doing the missions just to see what reward you get. Because some of them are going to be brilliant, some of them will be shit, but it won't be standard, right? It'll be unique. You already get rewards like that as you go up, you know, the ranks in the Fighters Guild. You go up the ranks quite fairly quickly, to be honest. Right, but once you're at that master rank, I want everything to open up. That means random mission generators. But I also want to continue using the guilds to actually do, what's the word for it? You know, story-based things about the world around them. Like in Solitude, you get the Solitude stories. In Markov, you get the Markov stories. The stories from that region of the world. And in Rifted, you get the stories from that region of the world. Really, I should probably open up a guild in Windhelm as well, or that area. But to be honest, I think 3's enough. But yeah, all these things all contributing to a story that's ongoing in the game around you every single day. And I don't know if you noticed, but all my mods fit seamlessly, well, most of my mods fit seamlessly into the Skyrim game lore. And that's just not me banding lore about, you know, because yeah, this is a lore-friendly laser gun, it fits perfectly in Skyrim. You know, it says, no, I don't do that, right? This really does fit seamlessly into the default game and feels like it should be there and it belongs there. It feels like Bethesda should have made it. It's that kind of thing. That's the kind of mods I like to make for Beth games. And the Skyrim Fighters Guild, it just nails it. It is literally the kind of quest you get coming up all the time in Skyrim. Kill this, do that, whatever, with the story that makes it fun. You know, and then occasionally you'll get a really big one coming up which has the potential to spawn a whole quest line. I mean, there's several stories in there that could potentially spawn entire quest lines which don't, you see. Plus I can be a bit cheeky at times, you know, and tell some rather humorous stories. So yeah, for instance, the Itchy Cream, but you'll have to get to Riften to see that, and it's out there now so you can reach it. So you can see what I mean. If you talk to your assistant in Riften, he has lots of random lines he says to you, you know, when there's nothing else going on. So if there's no mission going on, you click on it, blah blah, and he gives you one of them random lines. You'll hear it for yourself then, won't you? Anyway, it says I've only released the thing about 45 minutes ago. We've got 2 new members of TEG, you know, on Facebook. Which is a good sign, I think. It's a good bounce, a good sign. But remember, right, I am trying to build up support on Patreon so I can do this as a living. If I can do this as a living, I could be doing these mods full time, turning on one after the other, after the other, after the other, infinitely. And you'll all get to benefit, right? I need quite a lot of patrons to get to that stage, and currently I've got 4, right? But still, it's a dream, it's a direction, and if you subscribe for as little as £1 a month, you can help me do this as a living. Because remember, right, if I get to cover half my bills every month on Patreon alone, then I can take part-time jobs. So I can reduce the hours I do in one work job to increase the hours in this. So it does have a knock-on effect. And before anybody kicks off, all the mods are always going to be free. You're never going to have to pay for them. This is a voluntary supporting your local mod maker affair, right? So you donate to me through Patreon. I would then be able to continue making these mods. I've got all the tax sorted at this end. I know exactly what I'm doing now, right? So you donate to me, I declare it when it hits my bank account. It's all above board and legal. If Bethesda wants me to work freelance for them, I can do that now. So Beth, if you need a mod maker that'll make quests and is good at it, right, you give me a ring. I'm available now. I never used to be, but I am now, and I love making mods. You know, and I know the game lore quite extensively as well, or to a good degree anyway. So I've got lots and lots of ideas. And I love bringing games to life, and by that I mean giving the world some sort of breath. So it feels like it's breathing and not just a picture, if that makes any sense. Anyway, see you in the next one. Really happy to get that one out the door. I'm back in the game. That's really cheered me up. I've had a really miserable week. So yeah, that's good. I'm going to go for the Demon Hunter one at some point as well, get that fixed. And there's a bug in one of them missions, repeatable missions, that's causing all kinds of weird issues. It's probably going to be hard to test because it's random, and the nature of random missions is you might never see it, you know? And there's quite a lot of missions in that. So this is an adding up issue. It doesn't count the number of vampires. So either the vampires are missing a script or a bug in the script, or the script itself is buggy, but I'll have to find that out. Anyway, enjoy the mod. And don't forget, 10 more missions coming for that at least, right? Just to pad it out. Probably story ones. And I'm thinking about what kind of repeatable quests, which would make, you know, good gameplay as well. But the repeatable ones probably won't be attached to such a massive, interesting story. But the story ones will be. And they'll be mixed in, right? I'll mix them in, so you might get more repeatable ones once you get Riften, and then the odd story one, one-shot story one might pop up randomly for you. So we'll see, won't we? I'll have to design it in my head first, and then present you with it. Now remember, this is very similar to the Radiant AI I'm talking about, except for the Radiant AI is similar to what I was doing in Oblivion. I've moved on quite a distance since then with these kind of mods. My random mission generators now are far more advanced and a bit buggy as it happens, because the last one I did is it broke. Simple little adding up thing broke it, so I'm going to have to I'm going to have to go sort that out. But yeah, it's all good. See you soon.